know the saying in news, if it bleeds, it leads. And when it comes to the elections, if it's a bigot, we can dig it. The news media's coverage of elections has always been a bit of a dog and pony show. Like when Bill Clinton became black, or walking on stage was a challenge, or when that Teletubby got caught in a bear trap. It was just the wrong octave. But this time around, the media's obsession with election-tainment has reached UFC levels. Look at that face. I just ate a baby bird. It's in my mouth right now. It's no big secret that he who must not be named for fear of unintended promotion has exploited the news media's thirst for entertainment by providing nothing but that. The media has given him $2 billion in free advertising, more than all other Republican contenders combined. Covering him started off almost as a joke, and then it quickly became a terrifying accident you couldn't avert your eyes from. Like watching a neighborhood kid tie a gerbil to a bottle rocket. You should probably stop it, but look how high it's going. Instead of reporting on, merits needed to be president, the media loves the horse race. In 2012, 64% of Republican primary news coverage was devoted to strategy, polls, and fundraising. That was almost 6 times more coverage than on, what's that word? Policy. And this time around, the obsession with the horse race only seems to have gotten worse.
Bernie at 49%.
Ted Cruz, 18%.
Kasich 9, Christie 8, Bush 6.
Can someone please just tell me who will stop the Gulf Coast from disappearing like Artax into the swamp of sadness?
Artax! Fight against the sadness, Artax!
Fight against the sadness, Tampa! Even the New York Times admitted that in a 2-week period, 3/4 of its political stories were about the horse race. And you know what? Calling it a horse race is being pretty generous. It's more like a dog park of untrained chihuahuas who bark at shadows and shit everywhere. Meanwhile, who's been hearing about these issues? The one candidate who is talking about campaign finance has to have a motherfucking bird land on his podium to get any mainstream love. None of this seems to make sense. That is, unless you're the media. Let's remember what most major news outlets are about: selling ads. They want to advertise to the 1%, not snitch on them. During the September GOP debate, CNN was able to charge 40 times more than normal for a 30-second commercial. Then there's journalistic objectivity, which the mainstream media says they practice the same way Catholic priests say they practice celibacy. Both are dangerously unattainable. I saw Spotlight. So, if our news coverage of elections continues to be a blind quest for ratings and perceived objectivity, what will elections in the future be like?
Welcome back to our post-debate coverage. I'm here with candidate Ken K. Cruz, also known as Triple K, who's just finished pummeling his opponents, Bristol the Pistol Palin and New York Senator Gary Goodman.
I just want to thank all of the non-Muslim gods for giving me the strength to beat the shit out of my opponents with a poll, just like I'm beating them in the polls, okay? The American people love my tax plan, which could slash $100 grillion from the deficit.
Grillion, is that even a number? We'll fact check that later. Triple K, according to a new CBS Snapchat poll, you defeated Bristol in the debate by a full 5 bald eagles, which will remind our viewers is how we started measuring winning under President Trump. And joining me now is Bristol the Pistol Palin. Tough loss out there, Bristol.
It's all good, cause Triple K is gonna get triple creamed on Super Bruise Day.
Now, Bristol, Senator Gary Goodman did have you on the ropes there when he asked you what you would do with a nuclear New Zealand, and then you said, and quite brilliantly I might add, that you would, quote, go nuclear on his ass. Where do you come up with this stuff?
He's worried about me with a finger on the button? Well, how about this finger?
Oh, wow. Not one word about policy, but we're having fun. Finally, let's chat with Senator Gary Goodman, who's struggled throughout this entire debate and probably, from the looks of it, his entire life. Senator Goodman, what would you have done differently?
Well, I want to talk about the issues, okay? Citizens United, I will overturn it. I think corporations are not people. Even the ones that kind of look like people are actually androids with supercomputer brains. And, well, I'd like to talk about the issues. If I could have a second to talk about Social Security.
Show your wang!
Please.
Oh, there's been a Wang challenge, ladies and gentlemen, and according to election rules, in 2040, both candidates must compare Wang sizes on live television because that's how elections work these days. Well, that wraps up our post-debate coverage. Remember, folks, you don't have to take time off your fifth job and swim through glacier melt to get to the ballot boxes. Just text your choice to VoteSlam 2040, and our androids will tabulate the results. And may the most entertaining asshole win.